Welcome to Don Bosco in a Year podcast.
Day 18. Now that I had been cleared of white magic in my amusements, I began to collect my companions round me again and to entertain them as before. Just at that time, there was a certain acrobat whom some folks praised to the skies. He had put on a public show, racing from one end of Sherry to the other in 2.5 minutes, almost as fast as a speeding train. Paying little attention to the consequences, one day I said that I would like to take on this braggart. An imprudent companion told the acrobat, so I found myself with a challenge on my hands. Schoolboy challenges professional runner. The course chosen was a stretch of the Turin highway, and there was a side bet of 20 francs. I did not have that kind of money, so some of my friends in the society for a good time had to come to the rescue. The event attracted a big crowd. When the race began, my opponent got a lead on me. However, I soon caught up with him, passed him, and before we had reached the halfway mark, he was so far behind that he dropped out. Well, he said to me, I challenge you to a long jump, but this time I want to raise the wage to 40 francs, and more if you wish. I took him on. He picked the place where we were to jump. The landing area was close to the parapet of a little bridge. He had the first jump, and he landed so close to the wall that you could not jump any further. It looked like there was no way I could win, but my skill came to my rescue. I landed in his tracks, and putting my hands on the bridge wall, I vaulted not only the parapet itself, but a ditch beyond it. There was a great cheer. I want to challenge you yet again, he said, to any test of skill you want to name. I accepted, choosing the game of the magic wand. The wager this time was 80 francs. Taking the rod, I hung a hat on one end of it, while I placed the other in the palm of my hand. Then, without using the other hand, I made the rod hop from the tip of my little finger to my ring finger, middle finger, index finger, and thumb. Then to the knuckles, elbow, shoulder, chin, lips, nose, forehead, and then, by the same route, back to the palm of my hand. No problem, my rival answered. This is my favorite event. He took the same rod with consummate skill. He made the rod travel up to his lips. Unfortunately for him, his long nose got in the way, and the rod lost its balance. He had to grab at it to save it from falling. Seeing his money vanish again, the poor fellow blurted out in a rage. No humiliation could be worse than being beaten by a schoolboy. I have 100 francs left. That much I'll bet you. I'll get my feet nearer to the top of that tree than you will. He pointed to an elm tree beside the road. We accepted again, though we were sorry for him and half wished him to win. We did not want to ruin him. He climbed the elm first. He got his feet so high that he had gone any farther, the tree would have broken and thrown him to the ground. Everyone said it was impossible to climb any higher. Now it was my turn. I climbed as high as I could without bending the tree. Then I grasped the trunk firmly in both hands, raised my body, and swung my feet up till they were about 3 feet above the spot that my rival had reached. Who could ever describe the applause of the crowd, the joy of my companions, the anger of the acrobat, and my own pride at having defeated not just some fellow student, but the swaggering braggart? He was absolutely devastated. However, we tried to comfort him. Moved to pity by the poor man's sadness, we said we would return his money on one condition, that he treat us to a dinner at Miretto's restaurant. He agreed gratefully. 22 of us went. So many were my supporters. The meal cost 25 francs, so he got back 215 francs. As he took leave of us, he thanked us all, saying, "In handing back this money, you saved me from ruin. You have my heartfelt gratitude. I'll always remember you gratefully, but I won't take any more bets with schoolboys."
Thank you for joining us today on this journey to know Don Bosco. May these reflections deepen our faith, guide us closer to God each day, and hope to see you all tomorrow. Till then, keep seeking, keep praying, keep growing.